Que pasa, amigos? My name is Ash, and today we ask the question, what the hell happened to Atomic Heart? And what exactly do we know about the bizarre, futuristic Soviet world we are dying to fight through and explore? Well, the highly anticipated title first dropped a unique and fascinating trailer back in May of 2018. Atomic Heart's website also said there was a beta meant to release at the end of 2019, and here we are in 2020, and the only update we have is a very concerning one, as Atomic Heart's release date on the Steam Game Store has now shifted to TBA, or to be announced. With little communication from Russian developer Mundafish about the project, our imaginations are running wild. Is it a good sign, meaning that maybe the game is so in-depth and complex that the title is taking so much time to develop, and that the trailer dropped very early just to get fans excited? Or has the development process become an absolute mess, and the studio has been scrambling to pick up the pieces? Or the very worst case scenario is the game doomed to be cancelled? At this point, the final possibility I just gave seems very unlikely due to how far the project has surely come by now. Most likely, it's just a mix of those first two scenarios, with a report coming out in early 2019 saying that Munfish, quote, experienced mass layoffs and incompetency at the studio. The report stated that development had been rebooted as of August 2018, so I guess there is that silver lining. This sour turn of events, added with the COVID-19 pandemic, has surely stunted the growth of this gaming project. So with all of that being said, what do we know so far about Atomic Heart, and when can we expect the game to finally release? Or at the very least give us some sort of update, reveal trailer, or literally anything? And as to that second question, we are down to pure speculation at this point. In my opinion, with the industry-wide game delays we've been seeing recently, it may be another full year before the game is even ready to launch, meaning that Atomic Heart probably won't release until fall of 2021, or with additional issues possibly spring of 2022. And with this highly anticipated title first being revealed over 2 years ago, and it's still possibly being a year or so away, what do we know about this unique and exciting game? First, we know that Atomic Heart is scheduled to release on the current and next-gen consoles as well as PC, so we can look for the game to take advantage of that brand new next-gen power and efficiency, so hopefully this will really help launch the game into the stratosphere, while also possibly being a reason for the game's very long development cycle, as Munfish is a relatively smaller studio, and developing games for next-gen consoles just isn't an easy endeavor, no matter how big or small the gaming studio. But as far as the actual game and gameplay itself, Atomic Heart will be an open-world alternate future RPG that throws players into a very odd and disturbing universe. It kind of reminds me of like a Far Cry, Bioshock type feel, with a Fallout type universe and landscape that features a lush open world and also a post-apocalyptic environment, as well as that unique, futuristic, old-school type feeling that really just brings this interesting and kind of contradictory feel to the entire world. And as we look over the gameplay and the trailers that we've seen so far out of Atomic Heart, it really seems like this game kind of features that same kind of 50s era lore that creates a vast and fresh world to explore and battle through. The enemies that you will face in Atomic Heart are these disturbing monsters, lethal robots, and drones, and this really feels like the highlight of the Atomic Heart style and aesthetic. They give us this lush, apocalyptic open world that is absolutely jam-packed with insanely unique enemies. And what better way to take down these insanely unique enemies than with these Bioshock-style gun and melee combat weapons? This will also be another signature cornerstone of Atomic Heart. It's clearly pulling inspiration from games like Bioshock, as we see the iconic wrench melee weapon, alongside these other visceral tools and weapons that really just drops you into this universe and makes you feel a part of everything that's going on. They don't just throw some cookie cutter guns or weapons into your hand and throw you out into the universe. They really make each gun and melee weapon feel fresh and new, as well as crafting it to make make it seem like it truly fits in this world and in your hands. Alongside that, we saw that there will be extensive weapon customization with various attachments and skins that players can throw onto each weapon, as well as extensive player progression that will allow you to enhance your character as you play through the game. And even though we've seen a couple of trailer drops and full gameplay reveals, we really don't know a ton of the in-depth details about Atomic Heart, and maybe there's good reason for that, because clearly the game's development has gone through some turmoil, and maybe many changes were made to the core aspects and mechanics of Atomic Heart. So withholding or suppressing some of those main key details may have been strategic. However, I think we will be seeing a lot more out of Atomic Heart over the next year as the next generation of consoles really begins to take over, and the hype for many games like Atomic Heart and many others begins to build as the 2021 holiday release window approaches, and games like Atomic Heart begin to wrap up their development and really define exactly what the game is going to be about. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Make sure you hit like, click or tap that subscribe button to become the heart of this gaming channel, and be a part of the conversation in the comments below by telling me how you feel about Atomic Heart so far, and what key features or mechanics you would love to see make an appearance in this game. And for more gaming analysis, news, reviews, and opinions, stay here on Ash Heart. And as always, thanks for watching.